It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the Washington Nationals and the New York Mets. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The shortstop,
drilled to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
I mean, an absolute bullet line drive on the first pitch of the game. I always wondered how many pitchers were so it has to frustrate the living heck out of you, because if I'm leading off, and I never did it in my career, I'd be pulling the trigger every 0-0 pitch. That might be the best pitch you'll see all day.
These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's not do or die. It's only Game 2 of the season, but you never want to drop the home opener, and you certainly don't want to find yourselves 0-2 when you leave the ballpark today.
Kendrick.
Here's Howie Kendrick as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike one. First chance for him here with a runner at first and one gone. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in, when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
The 1-2. Now a curveball ripped down the left field line. That's a fair ball. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single. But we just witnessed some elite speed going from first to third, as Showtrack is demonstrating. You won't find many other guys in this or any other sport for that matter that are capable of picking them up and putting them down like he can, and it ended up making a play not even close at third. In now, Eric Thames, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Eric Thames goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. And they're runners at the corners now. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Ready on 0-2. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Nats leave a pair. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Steven Strasburg gets the starting assignment for the Nats in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
So here's Jeff McNeil. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Grounded to the right. And that is through into right field for a single.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Digging in, Mike Trout, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. set. Here it comes.
1-0.
Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark, but that's what happened, and they come into game 2 with a chance to set the tone in this series.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. Thames is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Batting third, not shortstop, Ryan Random.
Coming to the plate now, Ryan Random. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Random is really a rare talent in this sport. A true 5-tool player, as they say, which means he can make an impact in a game at any time. Really a joy to watch. Not someone you want to take your eye off of.
Yeah, this guy's worth the price of a ticket. Just to watch his tool set, but not only that, the way he grinds at the plate, the way he battles defensively, this guy is one of the true superstars in our game.
The right fielder.
Standing in, Christian Yelich. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And this is what happens when a power hitter is at the plate. You don't want to give him anything in the zone, and sometimes that leads to those tough-to-handle wild pitches. There's a chance they just put him on.
Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Looking up is the right fielder. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
When this one left the bat, I thought it was going to be an easy out to right, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and the right fielder gave it a great effort and almost brought it back, but no dice.
Batting fifth, the first baseman.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso, as he'll take a look at ball 1, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Strasburg comes set. Here it is on 1-0.
Look out, 1-1.
2 out, nobody on.
Yeah.
1-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Grounded back up the middle, and a bobble out there by Kendrick. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Yeah, and with 2 outs, the pitcher was mentally in the dugout already. Now he's got to regroup and find a way to get out of this. Hard not to feel for the guy.
Here now is Juan Soto. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
Fastball laid off well below the knees. Strasburg has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do, with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot.
Swung on by Soto, and he connects to deep right. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Mets have jumped out to a 4-0 lead.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
The designated hitter.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
And it's fouled away. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
The 1-2. He pulls this one into right. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Around second now and headed for third. The relay throw. And he'll scramble back to the bag and be there safely. Now batting, Robinson Cano. And the Mets with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. He's set and the pitch. Pulled toward right center field after it is eaten. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We move ahead to the top of the second now. It's the Mets 4 and the Nationals nothing. Now at the plate, Kurt Suzuki. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's got 2 hits in 19 tries. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. First pitch coming. Here it is.
As an offense right here, 4-0, you can't let that get away from you. You're a grand slam from tying this one up. Everyone take a deep breath and just start getting some guys on base.
Suzuki, a 36-year-old veteran. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the push as he heads towards free agency again.
Starlin Castro.
So here's Starlin Castro. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. 2 balls and a strike.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Here's the first pitch to him. As Dribble Cabrera is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. A ball and a strike.
88 on a changeup. I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
1-2 now.
Count is 1 and 2.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Nationals gone in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Wilson.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Eaton is right there, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, number 6.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. Second at bat here. He reached via a single to lead off the home first.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in a leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting in his first at bat. An opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover both sides of the plate.
Center fielder, number 27.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up Mike Trout. Strasburg comes set. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. High in the air out to center field. Eaton is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Mets, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And there to take this one in is Cano for the first out.
The batter, number 7. Shortstop. Play.
Now at the plate, Trey Turner, a base hit in his first trip. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Hit hard towards center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
In now is Adam Eaton. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And a wide throw here as it skips into center field.
It's a little surprising to see them risking base runners by stealing down this many early in the game, but they're choosing to be aggressive. Might work out if they can drive him in now and chip away at that deficit. Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Soto is over just a few steps to his right as he takes it for route number 2.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Howie Kendrick, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Turner stands at second with 2 gone. And it's 1-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Nationals leave 1. They trail here 4-0. Into the box now, Ryan Random. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Therefore, it is Eaton, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, to right field.
So one man gone for the Mets in the third. That'll bring up Christian Yelich.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. On to first, and very quickly, two are gone here in the home third.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Now at the plate, Pete Alonso reached on an error and then eventually scored in his first at-bat. And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. The pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Eaton is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. They lead it 4-0. So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals. Eric Thames. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Behind 0-2 now. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
So here's Yoenis Cespedes. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. 2-0 now.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat. This guy's been really patient. Now he's in the driver's seat, sitting with the 2-0 count.
In the air, down the line and left. Oh, and he misses it.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
3 balls and a strike to the Nationals left fielder.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 3-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
At the plate now, Kurt Suzuki. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
0-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Scorched to third. Cano fields it cleanly. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And digging in is the veteran DH, Starlin Castro. No balls and a strike to count. And there's ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. One left for Washington. They're down 4-0. Juan Soto to the plate now.
The last at-bat, Manny D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Eaton on the move. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
So one away here with the bases empty. That'll bring up Ozzie Albies. First pitch coming. Here it is. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike one.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
And he fouls this one off. Albies, once an Atlanta Brave, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering it pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. Fouled off. Cano is in Don't You Know, part of his New York nickname days. This is the first year of his new 4-year contract. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that'll extend the inning and bring Wilson Ramos to the plate with 2 away.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Strasburg comes set. Here it is on 0-1. 2 out with the man at first. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Mets leave 1, but they're in. All ready to go in the top of the fifth. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And he gets ahead 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Soto is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
The batter, the first baseman, Ryan.
Digging in now, Ryan Zimmerman 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Behind 0-2 now.
0-2 is the count.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Popped him up. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, Trey Turner.
Ready for another shot now. Trey Turner, 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? Oh, and he misses it. Ready for another chance? Adam Eaton. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. 0-1 the count. And he falls behind 0-2. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error thus far for the Nationals. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Soto will reach out with 1 hand to make the catch on the move. And
Leading up for the match, the second baseman, number 6.
ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Cespedes arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
The center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First delivery to him on the way. The pitch. Lined hard toward right center. And Trout has himself a base hit.
I mean, that fires me up right there. Opposite field knock, and in today's game, where every manager is employing hundreds of shifts to watch this batter go the other way was special.
So now to the plate, Ryan Random in there, a base hit.
Number 55, Roenis Elliott.
And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey, guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
And here's Christian Yelich now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Eaton is under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. But he will not try it as he heads back to the bag. And oh, I thought he had it easily, but he apparently didn't think so. And there are 2 gone now. First pitch on its way. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball.
When the guy on the mound has complete command of his off speed, especially his changeup, sometimes as a hitter you just have to give up pull side to stay on it.
4 runs, 6 hits, and 3 errors for these guys so far this afternoon. A ball and 2 strikes. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Too high, ball 3.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit ball to second. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Mets leave them loaded, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Ready once again, Howie Kendrick. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up. You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
He throws him on the fastball there. Howie Kendrick is retired to kick off the inning. Standing in now, Eric Thames, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. No hits to this point. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Thames behind 1-2. Grounded weakly toward third. Scooped up. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
Yeah, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
The count now at 2-1. Cespedes out in front here as this is pulled into the seats, foul down the left side.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Into the box now, Kurt Suzuki. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Throws him on the bender there, and he's in the hole 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Nationals leave 1. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Bottom of the inning now. Striding forward now is the DH, Ozzie Albies. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Robinson Cano the next to dig in. Cano waits on the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Cespedes will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Digging in, Wilson Ramos. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Popped him up. Suzuki shading to his right. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 7th inning coming up. The Mets. New inning set to get underway. So next for the Nationals is the designated hitter, Starlin Castro. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Soto is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate as Asdrubal Cabrera. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Slider finds the zone for a strike. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
At the plate, Ryan Zimmerman. 2 pop-outs for him so far, so he'll look to stay through one here. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail here 4-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jeff McNeil. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Number 6.
Liner towards second, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. 0-0 heater gets turned around.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. He swings and grounds it to short. Kendrick on to Zimmerman, and they get them both.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
First offering on its way. This is hit high and deep out to left. Cespedes going back, and it's gone as they add still another. And good for him. Ryan Random has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least one.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Christian Yelich will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And the Mets just keep right on rolling as this is good for extra bases as well. Around second, he's on his way to third. The relay, well, he is in there with a triple.
Yeah, first a home run and then a triple. And if the pattern holds, the next hitter will rope a double to bring another run home here. We shall see.
Austin Voth takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Turned on down the line. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. This is line to left. Cespedes is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Here now is Trey. Turner, he leads off their half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And he takes strike two.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. This is swung on and bounced to McNeil at second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Left side, but well fouled. 1 out, nobody on. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
Under it is Trout, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, the second baseman.
Now to the plate, Howie Kendrick. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Next for the Mets, Juan Soto. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas? Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. Digging hard, he's headed for third. And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
To me, that was just way too big of a risk. If you're leading off an inning and you've already got 2 bases easily, pull up and pat yourself on the back. You're already into scoring position, but now they've got nothing to show for the leadoff extra base hit.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Thames is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Stepping in, Robinson Cano. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And they start him out away with a called strike. And he'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. Brett Beatty will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Bases are empty. Here with 2 men out. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Pitch on the way. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Coming in on it is Eaton. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Brett Beatty is going to go ahead and stay in the ball game and play third now. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side.
Man, he's going to be kicking himself when he goes and watches the video after this one. That's a changeup, 2 strikes in the wheelhouse. You cannot miss that pitch.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Eric becomes the first out in the 9th inning. A note passed along from our producer Chris Cutcliffe tells me to remind you to stick around for post-game highlights immediately following this afternoon's game right here on the show. First pitch of the at-bat. Yoenis Cespedes comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze it.
The 0-2 once more. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the fourth time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
To the plate now, Kurt Suzuki. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A ball and a strike to count to Suzuki.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one. And this ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
5-0 the final score today. The New York Mets jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jacob deGrom gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, and mark him down for 17 strikeouts to boot. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 5 runs, 10 hits, 3 errors. They left 6 runners on base. For the Nationals, no runs, 4 hits.